Hi, welcome to another episode of Fiscal Fitness for Doctors. Point number one, the most important thing is to stay away from peer pressure and societal pressure to live the lifestyle of a doctor from day one, once you start your career. It is always better to postpone your impulsive buying decisions to maintain the lifestyle. So let's say if you want to buy a car and that is something which you are postponing for the next 3 or 4 years, that will give you a good time to plan your finance, start investing and save for a particular goal and get it done. If not, if you start spending for that, if you start relying on a loan for buying a car or any of the other peer pressure, impulsive buying decisions, be careful. That might damage your long-term wealth creation process. So this is point number one. Stay away from peer pressure and societal pressure on maintaining the lifestyle of a doctor from day one. The expectation, okay? The reality is different. Stay away from the expectation or the pressure, societal pressure that might come for you. So the next important aspect that you need to keep in mind is always write a goal-based financial plan in place before starting any investment. So normally one general mistake that everybody tend to do is like we'll be searching out for an investment product which gives us maximum returns. You need to think it from a different aspect, in a different perspective altogether. Always invest for your goals. Okay? First define the goal, your financial goal. Write a financial goal-based financial plan in place, and then start investing accordingly. For example, let us say you want to buy a car 3 years down the line. Okay, for as you had postponed your peer pressure, impulsive buying decision, and you had decided to postpone that purchase of your car in the next 3 years down the line. So that can be considered as a financial goal. Financial goal is nothing but anything which you can give a money value and a time period. 3 years down the line, I need to buy a car. 5 years down the line, I need to start my own practice. So all these things where you can put a monetary value and a timeline which is called as a financial goal. So always write a financial plan in place with goals defined and invest according to the goals and not only looking at which product gives me maximum returns. So this is one of the important aspects. So once you start doing it in a structured way from the day one of your career, that is going to help you in avoiding a lot of pitfalls when it comes to managing your finance. So point number two, always start with a return goal-based financial plan in place. Point number three is personal financial planning is actually a very straightforward process. Don't try to make it complicated. Okay? Take baby steps. Use simple products in place which you also understand. To start with, what all things that you require once you start earning. Basic things is like maybe one or two SIPs, which is again a very straightforward concept where you invest your money into some of the mutual funds in a SIP route where month on month funds will get deducted and get invested. So make it simple. Okay, what you might require is like a investment into SIPs. Second, you require a pure term insurance plan, that is your life insurance, which will ensure that you are adequately covered considering your human life value. And third most important thing that you require as a doctor is a proper health insurance in place. And if you look at the Mediclaim policies, you need to get support to understand, even though you know all the medical terms, to understand the right health insurance product, you require a support and take the right kind of support from qualified people in the market. So make it very simple, don't make it complicated. And to start with, take baby steps with all simple and straightforward products or services that is available in the market. Once your goals has been defined, you understand the basic requirement of what it takes to achieve your goals, start investing with products which are very simple to understand and don't put your money on anything which you don't understand. So this is a very important thing that you need to keep in mind. And There might be a lot of people from the market who might be approaching you with different a kind of combination of products. Stay away from all those things. Keep it very simple, very straightforward. Two, three things is what you require once you start off. A basic SIPs or a lump sum investment into any of the index funds to start with, that matters, and a pure life insurance coverage term plan and a health insurance. So this is what you require, and make it as simple as possible so that it will be easy for you to manage, and don't make things complicated, and try to understand the basics of personal finance. And it is not very difficult. It is simple and straightforward. It is only high school maths. You don't have to go beyond that, and you don't want to have the expertise level of a fund manager. So make it simple and have the basic products in place to start with, so that it will be easy for you to navigate throughout your financial journey to achieve your financial goals. This is one of the most important aspects that you need to keep in mind. Point number four is be very careful before you uh, put your signature on any of the investment papers, because you will be very busy with your job. You will be doing different shifts, and you may not get the time to understand what the person is telling you who is selling a particular solution. So ensure that you are very careful on this particular point. First, try to understand what is the benefit the person who is selling this particular product is getting out of this. That makes the required transparency in place. Right? There is no free lunch anywhere, but there must be a transparency, and you must be able to understand what is the benefit the person is getting by selling this particular solution. So once that has been defined, and try to understand the product in such a way that you are convinced. Okay, don't just put a signature on the document just looking at the returns that this particular product is generating, or just by looking at the name of the product, which might be very fancy enough for you to get attracted. Understand the basic concept of the product, and understand what is the benefit the person is going to get by advising you this particular product, and then get into a conclusion whether you should do it or not. Because there has been instances in which I personally has worked with a few of our clients who had just signed the investment documents, and it is going to be a long-term commitment for 6, 7, 10 years. So if you have chosen a wrong product and your investment size is also big, it is going to make a huge impact on your long-term wealth creation process. So be very careful. One is try to understand about the document terms. Yes, the document terms or the entire things you may not be able to understand, but you need to get into a conclusion with the seller in such a way that what is the benefit that the person is getting by advising you this product, and the basic charges involved in that. All those things you need to have a clear understanding. So this is something which is very important. So don't be in a hurry to sign the investment document, so that you might be saving on your taxes, or something which is end of the year you might have to save some taxes and you buy some product. If you look at times paying taxes would have been better rather than investing in a wrong product. So choose that wisely and don't be in a hurry. So once you have, as when you start with a written financial plan in place, all these things can be easily managed. In the next episode, we'll be discussing on a few of the important factors doctors in their mid-career needs to look into, so that they can have a financially healthy life. So physical fitness, how they can achieve at their mid-career. That is what is going to be the topics that we'll be discussing in our next episode. Thank you.